What started as a dream debut for Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton is slowly becoming a frustration. Ferrari has let down Lewis Hamilton, once destroying his dreams of redemption and elusive eighth world title. It was obvious from his brutal post-race words that now his patience has run out. Hamilton has pointed out apparent flaws in the Ferrari car that shocked everyone. He said, "I did the best I could today. I was generally lacking performance compared to the cars ahead of me, especially Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren."
Today, generally lacking performance compared to all the cars that are up ahead of me, particularly Mercedes and McLaren, and obviously the Red Bull.
His statement clearly highlights the problem he is facing with SF25. But what actually went wrong? Stay with us as we uncover the details, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. It shows us your support. Let's continue. After the Japan Grand Prix, Lewis didn't hold back. And honestly, who could blame him? The Suzuka circuit has always been a track where driver skill shines, but Hamilton's talents were overshadowed by Ferrari's technical shortfalls. Post-race, he dropped some very pointed comments that translated to, "This car's not championship material." And he's got a point. In Japan, Ferrari's straight-line speed was abysmal. Tire wear was through the roof, and once again, the strategy wasn't at its best. Hamilton spent more time fighting off AlphaTaurus than chasing podiums. After the race, he said, "We need to have a serious look at where we are. This isn't good enough." It was raw, honest, and exactly what fans have been thinking. He also talked about the balance of the car being inconsistent from session to session. One lap, it's grippy. Next lap, it's skittish. That's not what you want when you're battling for tenths in a sport where margins are razor thin. This wasn't just a frustrated driver venting. Hamilton has sounded the alarm, and Ferrari needs to fix its car fast. Otherwise, this whole 2025 campaign risks becoming just another chapter in their long list of what could have been. So, did Ferrari let Lewis Hamilton down again? Based on everything we've seen so far, it sure looks that way. Hamilton came to Ferrari to win. And yet, 4 races in, Ferrari has given him a car that can barely keep up with the frontrunners. It's not just about pace either. Ferrari's strategy has once again come under fire. Pit stops have been mistimed. Race strategies feel like they're pulled from a dusty old playbook. And team communication? Let's just say there's been more confusion than coordination. In a post-race interview after Japan, Hamilton's tone said it all. "We need to be better across the board." And this isn't new. Ferrari has a history of under-delivering when it matters most. Hamilton said, "The team is aware of it, they don't know why it's happening." Fans hoped bringing in a proven champion like Hamilton would force the team to level up. But so far, the same old issues persist. The potential is there, but execution is not so much. So does this mean that Hamilton walked into the same trap that so many other drivers have fallen into at Ferrari? Well, it's hard to believe what's going on with Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, in the same breath as a disastrous season. Just a few races into the 2025 Formula One calendar, and Hamilton's return to the top 10 seems more like a cautionary tale than a comeback story. Ferrari brought him in to lead a championship charge. Instead, he's stuck in midfield battles, trying to extract life from a car that clearly isn't competitive with Red Bull or even McLaren. The results speak for themselves. No podiums, DNFs, lackluster qualifying sessions, and more importantly, frustration boiling over team radio week after week. After all the hype, this season feels more like not different from his final years at Mercedes than the rebirth Ferrari promised him. Fans expected fire, they got smoke. And not the celebration kind. When Hamilton signed that Ferrari deal, it felt like a fairy tale beginning. The ultimate driver teaming up with F1's most iconic brand, it was meant to be a blockbuster. The red overalls, the passionate tifosi, the promise of redemption. It was everything F1 fans fantasized about for years. But instead of fireworks, his debut has been a total fizzle. In Bahrain preseason testing, all eyes were on car number 44 in red. But the car didn't show pace. He struggled through the midfield, securing the 6th fastest lap. Since then, it's been a downward slide. Mechanical gremlins, poor strategy calls, missed pit windows, and some brutal tire degradation. It's like Ferrari handed him a deck stacked with jokers and told him to play poker. The media has already started asking whether this is another case of Ferrari overpromising and under-delivering. And Hamilton is not going to hide his disappointment. He already came into 2025 saying, "I'm here to win." But that dream debut, it's gone sideways fast.
Oscar Piastri got past Lewis Hamilton on the last lap, and this is how he did it, going all the way around the outside.
Now he's in damage control mode, trying to keep morale up while watching the championship slip further away. The question now is, was this the wrong move for Lewis? Coming into 2025, Hamilton said he had one mission, title number 8. It was bold, it was ambitious, and it fired up fans everywhere. But right now, those championship hopes are hanging by a thread. With every race, the points gap grows, and the dream slips further away. Let's look at the numbers. After the first few rounds, Hamilton's barely inside the top 10 in the standings. He's not just losing to Verstappen and Norris, he's losing ground to midfielders who are punching above their weight. That's not on Lewis. That's on the package Ferrari has put underneath him. He's pushing the car to its limits, sometimes beyond that, and still coming up short. The consistency isn't there. And in Formula One, we all know that consistency wins titles. One-off heroics don't cut it when your rivals are bagging podiums every weekend. And the worst part is that Ferrari doesn't seem to have a clear upgrade path. No major aero leaps, no signs of a B-spec car, and Hamilton knows time is running out not just for this season, but for his entire career. Unless something dramatic changes, 2025 might be the season where the 8th title becomes permanently out of reach. And this isn't just heartbreaking for Hamilton. This is painful for fans too. The hype, the buildup, the belief that this was the year, only for it to crash and burn before the season took off. Social media is flooded with disappointed fans wondering if they were sold a dream that never had a foundation. Hamilton's fan base, one of the most loyal in F1, is watching him go through the same old Ferrari things and a top-tier driver held back by team errors. And for Ferrari loyalists, it's another season starting with hope and seems to be ending in finger-pointing. All eyes are on the Bahrain Grand Prix that will be held on 13th April at the Bahrain International Circuit in soccer. It will be the 4th round of the 2025 Formula One World Championship. Well, Ferrari has to respond fast. They need upgrades. They need a sharper strategy. And more importantly, they need to get out of their way. The season isn't lost yet, but the window is closing fast. As for Lewis, we all know that he is not going to give up easily. That much is clear. If Ferrari doesn't turn things around soon, we might be looking at a driver questioning more than just his car, and he might start questioning his future in red altogether. So, in the end, summing up the video, Hamilton came in with hope, and Ferrari gave him chaos. From lackluster performances to public frustration, we saw how the 2025 season has unraveled for Lewis, step by painful step. Strategy fails, mechanical issues, no clear upgrades in sight, and fans are already losing hope. Ferrari's old habits are costing one of the greatest drivers his shot at glory. Now it's all eyes on Bahrain and beyond. Do you think Hamilton made the wrong move by joining Ferrari? Can they still turn it around before it's too late? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Formula One analysis.